Yo, it's your boy Just Prince from the Balance Effect Podcast. I'm excited here to have both my co-hosts here. Finally, it's been a long time coming. It's been a process, but we finally got SUKIE here. She was on vacation.
SUKIE.
We're very excited to have her here with us. This episode is going to be mainly about SUKIE. It's going to be about her and her determination, her perseverance, how she's strived and made a name for herself in the fitness business. And I'm very excited to be here with her today. So first and foremost, hi SUKIE. How are you?
I'm good.
How you doing? I mean,
I'm
it only
excited.
took so
I'm
many
excited
takes.
to do this. I'm excited.
Nah.
I'm good.
Nah, I'm elated for you to be here. So first and foremost, introduce yourself, where you're from. Let us know. A little bit more about yourself.
Got you.
I know you, but not everybody else knows you. Like I know you. 20 years, man. 20 years friendship, man.
20 years, seventh grade.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, to start, I'm SUKIE. I'm the founder of Hit Like a Girl. It's
Mm-hmm.
a boxing brand and a movement that I started. Basically, we're bringing awareness to domestic violence, mental health, physical health, all in one.
Mm-hmm.
It started 2 years ago. The reason why I started the brand was growing up, I dealt with a lot of domestic violence in my household, in the streets, relationships that I was in, unfortunately. But it led me to what I'm doing today. It led me to my purpose. Fast forward, I started training in the gyms, kickboxing, and also as a boxing coach.
Mm-hmm.
We've done events, different gyms in different states for women that are in battered shelters, women that have been through domestic violence, or just women that want to be empowered, that turn their negative into a positive like I have.
Wow, that's deep.
That's hard.
You know what's funny is that
That's deep.
nah, it's deep because I know it's
Take a sip to that, right?
really. Hold on, my cup back. I need some more.
Your
Night.
cup is
Oh, do you need more, my friend?
Yes, I do. I definitely need some more of that. But no, I didn't. To be honest with you, I've known you since 2000, 2001, and I've never known that about you.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I do a good job keeping stuff to myself.
Nah, of course, and granted, I understand that 100%. But it's just like, you don't know what type of battles that people are going through. You know what I mean? And I always felt that we were pretty close and stuff like that. But it's always good to find something new about your friends and stuff like that, so we can be close and then we be friends for the next 20 years, right?
Got you. I got you.
Whoever has a kid first, right? Cheers. To that.
No comment. No comment.
You know what I mean?
No comment.
But no. So talk to us about how, like, the quarantine's been, kind of like, it's been a blessing for some people and it's been
A gift and a curse.
a gift and a curse for a lot of
right.
people, right? For me, it's been more of a time for reflection, like what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't want to keep doing what I was doing, so I wanted to do something different. So how has it been for you? Because we explained that before,
Right.
you were on vacation, so.
Well, to start, it didn't start out too great because I caught COVID.
Okay.
So I was sick for like a month and a half. Sucked.
Yes.
It was the worst. I couldn't even do one squat or walk up the steps without being out of breath.
Yeah.
My father caught it. He almost passed from it. My sister, and we don't live in the same household. So it was very like personal to me when people were not wearing their masks, when they were all going crazy. But, we don't even know what was really happening with COVID or not because you see everything on TV. They don't know if it's the truth or the lie. But I got sick for a month and a half. So I got, I was depressed, a little down a little bit because I couldn't work out. I couldn't do my trainings. So I was in the house for maybe like 2-3 months. But then I started doing the virtual training, which I wanted to do prior to COVID because that was one of my goals. I was overworking myself. I was training every single day, and I'm like, I don't want to do this forever because it's exhausting. Like working in the gym or doing one-on-ones. So I was like, you know what? This is something that I've been wanting to do. So now I have the time. So it was a gift and a curse in the sense that I lost my job. I got sick, but then when I got better, I was like, all right, now I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do before all this stuff happened. So.
Got you. And how has it been? So we don't talk about figures and stuff like that, but has it been more lucrative being online, or is it less? I don't know, like how
it's definitely up and down because at
Okay.
first everybody was excited.
Mhm.
Definitely I was making more money because there was no gyms open.
Yeah.
Now it's up and down because half of the people are going to the gym. Some of the people, the solid people, are staying with you on training. So it's been good. I mean, I make it work. It's a lot easier because you're working from home.
Yeah.
You don't have to step outside. You go do whatever you got to do. You can eat, take a shower, go do your workout, go back and just go about your day. So it's definitely a lot better working from home.
Got you.
The money is good, yeah. But I'm planning to make a lot more.
I mean, aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we
Right,
all?
right.
Aren't we all? No, I hear you 100% with that. But in the first couple episodes, we were kind of talking about like just our journey, like where we came from. Like, I was talking about how like coming from a Dominican household, they tell you, go to school. You know what I mean? Go be somebody and stuff like that. Do it. But then it's like, all right, I went to school, I got my profession, then what, right? Like
Right.
I didn't really, there wasn't no, like it's changed so much. Like when my parents were growing up, it was like, okay, you work, take care of your family and die, right? That's not life. You know what I mean? I like to travel. I like to be on yachts and stuff like that. I like to buy Yeezys to the wazoo. I got a room full of sneakers.
I know. You always got some Yeezys on.
So it's like, how do I work a job that doesn't support my lifestyle? So you have to kind of like diversify, and that's what entrepreneurs do.
Yes.
So like I kind of want to turn key to you is like, what would you define as an entrepreneur? What would that look like to you? Like, because I usually ask that question because, you know, definitions are different depending on who you talk to.
Well, for to start,
Mm-hmm.
it's doing anything by any means necessary. It's working 7 days a week. If there was an 8th day, you should be working.
Okay,
Right.
got you.
So, and if you do have a job, because I've always had part-time jobs or whatever, just so I could save and build my brand. So then you could work part-time with your, let's say if you have your own business or whatever. I feel like that should be your main focus. Everything else is just extra. But that should always be your plan A. If you stick to your plan A, I think eventually you'll get to your goal. I think it's just consistency. People think that things happen overnight. Anything that I did or I succeeded in, I wasn't really good at first. It was because I kept doing it and I didn't listen to anybody. I never really had support growing up. Everything I did was on my own. I had to figure it out, and I'm still figuring it out. So I feel like it's just doing things the way you want to do it. Also looking up to or talking to people that actually are doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? Mentors and stuff like that. You got to follow the system sometimes. If you see somebody that open up a boutique, a clothing store, a fitness, a juice shop, whatever it is, if they're successful, you got to follow them. So if you continue to do that, you'll eventually hit your goal.
Got you. See, that's why I brought you guys together, right? We do the business. I got the podcast, brought us together. He has a marketing brand and stuff like that. It's like a melting pot. It's a smorgasbord of just success. I like that. So, yeah, no pun. Yo, but,
That didn't hit.
Nah, I didn't hit.
That ain't it.
Probably on the editing, it probably hit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still messing with
That's
it.
what she said. Go ahead.
Anyway, so kind of like talk to us about like your mentors, right? Because you did mention in like the last time that, you know, it's all about looking at somebody that is done it before, or maybe done what you want to do, right? So maybe, you know, talk to us about some of the mentors you look up to and people that helped you along the way. You know, give me a shout out.
Yeah, my number one mentor is Yusef Myers.
Okay.
His Instagram is at AM PRX. He is amazing. He's doing his virtual training now. He does have a gym, but it's not open, of course, because COVID. Meeting him definitely changed my life. It put my mindset on a whole different level when it comes to fitness. I was like, holy, I'm not going to curse on it. It's
Now
crazy.
you curse.
No, it's too
I was
late.
like, holy shit.
You know, you can curse.
He's such a genuine person, a pure soul. He really wants to help people. He loves to put other people on, and I'm all about that. So I love to work with him because he never wanted anything from me but success. He always wanted to help me. And whoever else he, you know, comes across, he always tries to help people out, especially in the fitness industry. So seeing him, and he came from the bottom and started his business. He's been doing this for a long time. So he's been one of my biggest inspirations. I think that he's the only one that impresses me when it comes. No offense to anybody else, but he's just on another level.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
of
was
course.
like, I wish I can just be like 2% of him.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
But-
Well, 2% of
Right.
2% of a billion is, you know, a lot of
Right,
money. So,
right.
You know, I look at it that way. No, that's great. I mean, I have my mentors and stuff like that. I want to be like if I was looking at podcasts, I want to be like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan got like, what was it, 50 million or something like that for his podcast? Like if I could do that, doing what I'm doing and then teaching people how to make a successful podcast, like I was saying, don't do the same things I did. Like I wanted to build a studio. I wanted to do all this stuff, right? And obviously it's coming, but it takes time.
Yep.
And it takes money, and I'm financing it all on my own. It's on my buck. I'm not asking anybody for anything. So,
Entrepreneurship. That's
yeah,
what
exactly.
you know.
It's
It
like,
is.
you know, and
Everything
I know it's not gonna.
gotta
I'm not gonna
sacrifice.
exactly. So I know it's not gonna all come in one day, right?
Also to add to that, I think it's important to have an immediate mentor and your long term as
course.
well. Someone who you can have access to,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what gravitates and pulls you towards the next level. You
No,
get
of
what I'm
course.
saying?
Of course.
Yeah,
of
that's
course.
important.
Of
That's
course.
important.
Nah, it is, and it's important. Like,
Mentors are definitely important. And I think also the person that you're with, if you're in a relationship, you should definitely have somebody that motivates you
I'm
or
single.
supports you.
Wait.
Yeah, be honest with you.
It's so
Like, yeah.
I'm blessed to have people around me that I
Yeah.
have a bunch of friends that
Yeah.
are awesome. The women that are around me too, they're very powerful. I look up to them.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. Yeah, they're awesome. The
One
guy
of
that
them's
I'm
over
with.
here,
Yep.
one of them's
Yes,
here,
she's
so
here. She's
good.
awesome.
Yeah,
I definitely
awesome.
look up to her. Definitely
Yeah.
look up to her.
No, definitely. No, speaking about that, right? So I
What?
you know, something that came to my mind.
Here we go.
Right? So wait, hold on. Something that came to my mind was how like you see a lot of women bossing up, like a lot of women having their own businesses, LLCs, lash
Right.
bars, all these, you know, hair extension thing or weaves this and you know they all
But
boss
this
up
is
and make
real.
it-
But
No,
go ahead.
I wasn't coming at you here.
I'm joking.
I was just, you know,
It's messed up
just
with the
bringing
blonde,
it,
but it's
just
fine.
you know, just
Stunning
bringing
them,
it
bro.
to light that like I see a lot of women bossing up. Like I was talking to one of my friends and she's trying to start her own business, and I'm like, yo, listen, you gotta get on the ball. Like all these girls that was, you know, coming up with you, one of them got a makeup line, the other one got I saw somebody had like a mobile beauty bar station.
Yeah,
Like,
that's dope.
and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. There's no overhead, right? And it's all straight cash.
We're living in a different time
In a
right
different
now.
time.
Like
Everybody's
it's
making
just,
money, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's
Based
able
off
to-
of their network too. That's
Yeah.
it. I realized that it's real important that you first service your network of people. You get what I'm saying? There's only going to be one of you that does podcasts very well. There's only going to be one of you that does fitness very well. There's going to be one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And try to find that gap within your people, then grow it from there. That's important.
Nah, you know, like it's all about building your brand and networking. But I just see, I just go to say this, like I find that it's way easier for women because of the networking and the stuff that they do to boss up. Like I
a lot of people say it's easier for women. I think it's a lot harder for us, especially for years. I feel like now because now
But
we
now-
built that. Yeah, it's
but
just
like
like
now
even
it's-
now I feel like sometimes the people don't take you serious because you're a woman for one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're attractive, it's you know, it's a wrap. Like sometimes people can't even respect you. You'll try to work with someone and they're trying to hit on you, and it's like, no, I'm really about my business. Can you pay attention to me? And it's
Yeah.
annoying. It's frustrating. A lot of women, even some girls that come train with me, they're business women, and they're like, oh, thank God I found a female trainer because the guys that they'll train with, the coaches, they'll hit on them. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of that. I mean, there's you know, pros and cons to it, but I feel like it's still hard for us women in getting our respect as, you know, household names and dominating a male's. Supposedly, if he's so good at a certain business and we try to dominate that, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Have to
that's
try
like
to-
the key too.
Yeah.
Like knowing what industry you're in, because like you said, if you're dealing with beauty, there's no way I could step into that and be as dominant as if I was in fitness. It's different. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why it's so crazy. Like recognizing who you are and what you're entering into is very important, because like you said, you're having a lot of struggles because of that. But at the same time, if I try to get into beauty, I'd have like the same struggles at the same time too.
Right.
They wouldn't take me seriously. They'd be like,
Right.
"Man, what are you talking
Unless
about?"
you look like Jeffree Star or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, like you're a big YouTuber or something like that. And
For
like,
sure.
But no, I'm just saying, like I just find it like that, like you guys are getting, like women.
Oh yes,
particularly are
definitely.
Getting,
We run in the
like-
world right now. We run.
I ain't gonna lie, you kind of do, right? Because like if you, like I'm telling you, if I put a picture with a shirt on Instagram, I'll probably get 12
here
likes,
we
right?
go.
No, I'm just being honest. If I put a shirt on, right, I'll put my hey, come, you know, buy this shirt. It's Pima Cotton, blah blah. It feels
But
good
you
in
know
your body.
why they're
People
liking
cotton.
our pictures and our comments.
Of course,
Yeah.
but still, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It's a lot easier. That's what I feel like it's a lot easier for you. And I'm not. There's no shade. I respect it. I love it. Like, get your money, boo. Get your money. Like,
Right.
I'm not hating anything. I'm just saying that, you know, it's crazy how like it's just switched, right? Like now you guys are like running everything. Y'all busting up. Y'all buying businesses and stuff like that. Y'all making money on the phone. Like, okay, you know, like what we was talking the other day. Not even to kind of switch topics, but we was talking about some girl did an OnlyFans and she made $1 million in a week on
Yeah.
OnlyFans, posting the same picture she was posting
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram on OnlyFans.
Well, because OnlyFans was originally made for a platform for people to use, basically the same thing they're posting on Instagram, and for them to generate extra income off of OnlyFans. And a lot of fitness people on there, artists. It was originally for that. It wasn't for the other crazy stuff people are talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think what's you know, like famous on Instagram right now, OnlyFans are the girls that are doing the twerking and all that. So people think that if you're on OnlyFans, it's like, oh, you're
Yeah.
low.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually not it wasn't originally for that.
Right.
So they, social media turned into something else.
Right.
So I was thinking about doing a fitness one. Also, I've had modeling pictures on my Instagram forever. I've been doing it for like 10 years. I'm like, I can still post my modeling stuff on there and get paid for it. Why not? It's the same thing that you're doing on Instagram.
Right.
I mean, all the extra stuff I don't know about, but
no.
So I think I don't have anything against it.
We were just talking about this though the other time. Why? Let's say, for example, what's like OnlyFans versus like having your own website and doing the same thing? And I just want to see what your take on that.
On the website, I feel like it's social media right now. People rather go on your Instagram or your OnlyFans. You get so many followers and so much traffic going into there because that's just what people do. That's what we're used to. We're like programmed. I barely go on websites. Like if you got something on Instagram, I'll just purchase it through there or whatever. And I feel like on websites, it's like, I don't know, it's a lot easier on OnlyFans and Instagram because you just have one click. On a website, you got to go through things. You got to fill out all this stuff. It's just, I feel like it's just an easier way and it's a popular way. People are interested in it, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So what would you say to someone that's starting, a female that's starting their fitness journey and they want to build their brand, they want to build, their following, their impressions on Instagram and start to generate, a serious income? How would you break it down for that new fitness woman that wants to do her thing in your world?
Number one, be consistent.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter if you get 1 like, 2 likes. Doesn't matter if somebody tells you suck, that you're not good at it. If I had some people that I've had a guy tell me like, oh, you don't know how to box, or like you suck.
That's crazy because
I've had like, oh, thank you. Like I'm not a pro, but like I got some hands.
Yeah.
And I've had people, not be so supportive and tell me that I sucked or whatever, and I just ignore them. I think just number one, being consistent. Follow someone that's already doing what you want to do. Someone that has major success, depending on what level you want to be on. Follow them, be with them, get mentored by them. Be consistent every single day, and be unique. Don't be afraid to be yourself.
Yeah.
Because everybody want to copy everybody. It's like there's not another you. So I feel like people are trying to be the best and trying to be better. But my thing is like I don't think I'm the best, but I know what I'm best at. So I'm gonna keep going and try to perfect my craft. I think it's just perfection, trial and error, and keep doing it over and over. Having a mentor, stay consistent. Definitely be consistent on Instagram and social media because that's the world that we live in today. You can make so much money on social media if you build your following up. Hashtags, use hashtags, have people repost your stories, your videos. Don't be afraid to hit anybody up. I don't care that sometimes people don't even read my messages. People think like I got things handed to me sometimes, but for the most part, I reach out to people. I'm like, hey, can you look at this? Can you repost this or whatever? Most of the time, eventually, the genuine people will support you and show love. So again, just keep consistent, just being consistent.
Right. No, and I agree with you. So, like I know that you have your following, right? And you have like you have a pretty substantial following. You got like 13, 14K on Instagram, and that is
not a lot, but okay.
No, it is a lot, and I'm gonna tell you
a lot. The real followers, though.
It's the real followers,
that's
right?
yeah.
Because the thing about it is that, for instance, like you'll go on somebody's page that bought followers that has maybe half of the followers that you have, right? And they'll have like 2 likes, 3 likes.
Yeah.
But I go on your page, you got 14K, and you have 10% of your followers.
Right.
So you have 1,500.
People don't understand. There's some girls that will try to just because they got 100K, whatever, millions or whatever. They can have so many followers, but sometimes you're not even going to sell your product. You have to have loyal people that support you. You have to have enough supporters to generate the income that you want. So I've known girls that have so many followers and they didn't make no money. And then I know girls that have like 10K and they're banking it because they have real, genuine supporters, people that know them, even through social media. So I think it's just you getting enough people to support you, but you got to share your story and show people what you're about, what you're doing.
Be authentic.
Yep, 100%.
Be authentic. Be SUKIE. Right? Yeah, I mean, no, it works.
Yes.
It works 100%. Right? So you have a substantial following. So you said something about like, dealing with like guys hitting on you, not taking you seriously and stuff like that. Do they slide through the DM? Like any celebrity slide through your DM? Like, yo.
I'm not gonna say any names, but 100%.
No, yeah. You don't gotta say no names.
No, all the time.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I believe it. I believe it.
Single men, married men, celebrities, all that. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's just. I don't say anything. I won't put them on the social media because I think that's just it's not. It doesn't make you trust people. It sucks. Yeah. It's like damn, like I don't want to be that girl.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, how does that not make you jaded? Because you don't.
I'm already jaded.
Okay. But you don't.
I'm healed. I was jaded at one point. I've been through a lot of effed up relationships.
Right.
Some good ones too. So I had some blessings and curses. But I'm still in the process of healing. It took me a very long time.
Yeah.
Like I wish it happened overnight, but maybe it took me like 4 years to like get over my last situation that I was in. So it's a long process. So now I believe that not everybody's the same.
Right.
And I don't think, I used to say it before, but I don't think all men are the same. I think you got the programmed a little different, but you know, I have a good guy now, so I'm thankful for that. I think God is blessing me now with a good person. So yeah, long time coming.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, I hear you. Like, hey, man, God bless you. I'm gonna stay single forever.
You gonna stay single forever?
Yeah.
Is that a Dominican thing? Can I say that?
Nah. It's not.
No, it's just,
You know I grew up with Dominicans. You know I love you guys.
And I love Albanians. The women, just
The women.
yeah, no, the women, cause they're nice. The guys be wildin'. I only mess with Gasman. That's my guy.
Oh my God, my
About
brother.
to get canceled.
That was about it. But no, seriously, like I just feel that I don't know, like I grew up, like we were talking about, we're like the older millennials, right? We were talking about millennials and stuff like that, and like the younger ones, and like I don't know what's the next generation. I don't know, but they're like the way their program is way different from where I was programmed. Like R&B actually meant like you was actually serenading a woman and, you know, showing her you love her, flowers and candy, and taking her out to thing, right? These niggas is talking about doing a whole bunch of other shit that I don't be talking about. Like,
Yeah,
booty
no.
trapping,
No, it's
I don't got
just
time
it's
for
horrible.
that.
I went on a date one time, and the guy on the first date, he's like, "Can you cook?" I'm like, "What?
Oh,
Can I get
wow.
Can we go? Like, don't ask me that. Like, it's just.
Can you cook?
First off, I
Can
don't
you
like to
cook?
cook. I don't care. I can say that. I cook for my man.
Right.
But I do it because he has to eat. But other than that, I'm like, no, how do you ask that on the first date?
Right.
People are so quick to, like, especially men nowadays, they're very different from back then.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
100%. They're not opening the car door.
Facts.
No courtship, right?
I've had another guy want to split the meal
Mm-hmm.
and then just have a one
I ain't
meal
gonna lie.
and split the meal.
I ain't
If
gonna
you're my
lie.
man already and we're getting appetizers, that's
Yeah,
different.
that's
On the
different.
first date, though.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to order this meal and we're going to split it in half. And I looked at him, and I eat a lot. I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
My friend knows. She knows. She's like, I know you're hungry. I got to feed you. And I thought it was ridiculous because, all right, if you don't, cool if you're in a situation, you shouldn't be dating then.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can be like, listen, I don't got it right now. I respect the man if he's going through something, he's saving he wants to own his first property or invest into his business. I respect you for that. But if you just want to be in your house and not do anything and want to ask me out on a date, and I work very hard, so you think I deserve to share half of the meal, especially my hungry ass, I'm not doing it.
No, I respect it. I respect
So
it.
nowadays, thank God, before I got into the situation that I am now, the dates that I had, oh man,
Damn.
not
You know what's crazy?
horrible.
Cause I remember I did that one time. I was like trying to like test. You know what I'm saying? Cause like when we was like,
It's not a good test on the first
it's
date.
not. It's
not at all. That
It's
was
not.
a big dub. I never spoke to him again.
It's not. But
Wow.
I've gotten away with it. I've gotten away with it here and there.
I
for
think it's
sure.
a little disrespectful.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because the thing is like I'll give the other side to it where it's like you feel like, okay, there was a point in time where a lot of women would shit on a lot of guys on some like, oh, I'm independent, I don't need you. You get what I'm
Still doing
saying?
that now.
Even
Yeah,
if
these-
you're independent, I think there's certain things a guy should do.
No,
for a
no.
woman.
So
Like, it's
so
just-
now, yeah, you're right. As a 30-year-old male, I'm realizing like, okay, like, you know, if you invite her out, the principle is you supposed to like,
Pay.
right, like,
I mean, that's
not
a
on
good
some
point.
like just because she's a woman. No, it's because you invited somebody out to an
Right.
outing. So that's principle. Like, you get what I'm saying? But
GP.
before, yeah,
If she's running up the tab, then that's different on the first date. Then it's like, all right, cool. Because my boys, they tell me if they take a girl out and she orders like 10 drinks, or even they say no more than 3. That's what they're saying. That's kind of
yeah.
crazy. It's
But
like,
I
why
don't do
you?
that. No, I'm running up the tab too. That's what I'm saying. That's how I'm on it.
Right.
We both running it up together, but I'm just saying, like, before it was very much like, yo, I gotta test and see.
Yeah.
Okay, is she really independent? All right, let me make her pay for something. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
After, well, I mean, when you're dating someone, like, yeah, sometimes, you know, you're like, all right, I got you this time. Like,
Yeah.
but when you first start dating on the first, second, third date, like, you can't be like, oh, can you pay for this? Like, that's crazy. I had a guy tell me, like, oh, I'm not. Oh, he said, oh, another guy wanted to split the bill. Like,
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
first
fucking
date.
meal. He said, split the bill.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, no.
We don't do that.
I left in an Uber. Yeah, no. I would have if we
she's
were
petty,
dating.
yo.
If we were dating, that's not fair to me. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're right. But you know, one like, and to kind of like close that part, because I know we can talk about this.
Right,
a
right,
whole bunch.
forever.
Forever.
Another
But
episode.
I
Yeah.
I respect what you said about, you know, I can understand if, you saving, you're grinding. But not a lot of women think that way.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
No.
Because yo, if I tell a girl I own a house, you get what I'm saying, and I got my own business and I'm a teacher and I do what I do, right? But they look at the cards, y'all, they be like, damn, you got all that. No, because I feel like that's a liability. That's not an asset to me.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll fix that car runs. You get what I'm saying? It's fine. Like, I don't care. Like, but a woman will look like that way. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, not a lot of women think the way that you do. So I applaud that part.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway.
Right.
We're gonna close this
next
up.
Time. Next time.
We're gonna definitely.
Yeah.
We're gonna
To
get
be
into all
continued.
that.
To be
continued, because you know Sukie's a very busy woman and stuff like that. But no.
Gotta go.
But no, I appreciate everyone for coming in today, and we're gonna definitely pick this back up on next episode. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming. This is the Balance Effect. Boy, Just Prince.
Yeah.
Finally, Sukie came through. Oh, that would have been bad.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.